labor. Building a house is hard labor. Organized labor is a major force in American politics. Laboratory. The medical students spent much of their time in the laboratory. Lack. The farmhouse lacked heat and electricity. The lack of rain caused the crops to fail. Lake. He swam across the lake. Land. Airplanes land at airports. Only 25% of the Earth's surface is land. He bought this land 10 years ago. Language. He was interested in how new words come into the language. How many languages do you speak? Large. How large is your house? He had a large voice for such a small man. She was a large woman. Last. The talks will last 3 days. He was the last person to arrive. She is the last person in line. Late. He arrived an hour late for work. The doctor said she would have her baby late in the year. Do you like to eat early or late? Laugh. I always laugh at her funny stories. Launch. The terrorists launched an attack in the middle of the night. She said she soon will launch her campaign for mayor. The United States launched an Apollo spacecraft on a flight to the moon. Law. The mayor urged city officials to pass the new law. Lead. I could not find the store until he led me to it. General Wilcox will lead the Special Anti-Terrorist Force. He leads our music department. He followed as he led the way. Leak. Oil leaked from the broken pipe. Learn. He learned calculus in high school. She wondered how he learned where she lived. Leave. His son will leave home next year for college. Please leave me alone. Left. Do you write with your left hand? I am lost. because I turned left instead of right. Legal. He said his lawyer gave him good legal advice. Legislature. The legislature makes laws. Lend. Joe said he will lend me his car tomorrow. None of his friends would lend him any money. Less. His doctor said he should eat less meat. She travels less in her new job. Let. Let me help you with that. She let him drive her new car. Letter. I wrote a letter to you last night. Level. The river rose to its highest level in history during the flood last year. He has worked at the top levels of government for many years. Liberal. Liberal lawmakers proposed a bill to reduce the cost of medicine for older Americans. Lie. She said she needed to lie down for a few minutes to rest. The official told the court he did not lie about his campaign money. Life. She spent her life helping people. He died, but doctors brought him back to life. She wrote a history of life on Earth. Lift. We watched the rising water lift the house and carry it away. Light. We could see the island clearly in the sun's light. Please leave the light on when you go. The room was painted light blue. She said her bag was light, but I could not lift it. Lightning. Lightning filled the dark sky like fireworks. Like. I like this new dress. I like her very much. Much training is needed to sing like he does. She sounds like my sister. Limit. The hotel limits the number of people sleeping in each room. The limit is 4 people in each room. Line. He used his sword to make a line in the sand. The soldiers stood in a line, side by side. They turned and marched in a line, one after another. Enemy soldiers could not break through Allied lines. Link. The Russian and American spacecraft linked with each other in orbit. The royal marriage linked the two kingdoms. Scientists found a link between tobacco and lung cancer. Liquid. Ice changes to liquid when the temperature rises above 0 degrees Celsius. List. Please list your name, address, and telephone number. This is a list of all the things I plan to do today. Listen. If you listen very carefully, you can hear them singing. Literature. He is interested in ancient Greek literature. Little. He has a little dog named Elmo. She could not buy it because she had only a little money with her. Live. She lived for many years after her operation. He lives in Chicago. Please do not cut down a live tree. He said some polio vaccines were made from a live virus. Load. She told him to load the boxes in the back of the car. The truck carried a full load of fruit from Florida. Loan. The bank made a $10,000 loan to him yesterday. I gave him those tools only as a loan. Local. They told him about a local place where he could get a good dinner. Lonely. The city is full of lonely people. He was a lonely man after his wife left. Long. We saw a long snake behind the house. The road is 3 miles long. Those pictures were made by someone who lived long before my people came to this land. I knew her a long time ago. Look. He looked at her for a long time. I looked for that book, but I could not find it. She looks like my sister. Lose. The prisoner lost all hope of escape. The little boy lost his toy car. He worried that he might lose his job. Their school lost the big game. Loud. The speaker had a loud voice. The music at the rock concert was too loud. Love. He loved walking in the mountains. He liked to pretend that he loved her more than anyone. She has a great love for music. He said his love for her would never die. Low. You will find low prices for products on the Internet. The airplane flew low over the town. Fog is a low cloud near the ground. Loyal. The President chose loyal supporters to serve in his cabinet. Luck. He always has good luck in finding a place to park his car.